And we're coming, we're live! Welcome, Acadiana. Yes, that might be Acadiana in the background. No, it's really not. But that would be nice if we had some nice little body of water to, go enjoy around here, which, I don't know, we've got the Atchafalaya, we've got a bunch of other things. But anyways, that's stuff we can get to here in a little bit. Welcome to another edition of Higher Thought, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Nade. You know we do the dang thing here over at the Rosa Parks Center. So we appreciate you tuning in. If, you got us on in the background, we welcome you to another edition of Higher Thought, where we claim to be the #1 fake news network on AOC. Yeah.
You're going to get an award tonight.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. Which, Jacob, thank you for the assistance. And, if you get bored in there, feel free to come join us in the conversation.
I might pop in a little bit.
Yeah, if there's something that, really grinds your gears, then feel the need to come join us.
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, yes, it's been a crazy week thus far with the Louisiana freeze. Everybody's been having to bundle up. There's been no school. We've had snow. There's still snow on the ground. So I'm saying hashtag Louisiantarctica. That's what we should go with. Hashtag Louisiantarctica because it has been friggin' cold. A lot of people have been making their Cajun snowmen, just pack the dirt in there, but it's like little ice cubes that are just stuck on the ground. But I noticed that like all the shaded areas are definitely a little nipply, they're still cold. They still got the ice on them. So how we doing on the, we had some little sound stuff that needs to be. So yeah, all this global warming, I tell you what, it's really gotten to us here. We've had record low temperatures. But, it is nice, I suppose, to be off of school for all the kiddos and everything. It's extra week off, so a little extra Christmas vacation. It started with Martin Luther King Day, so thank you, Martin Luther King. We appreciate it. Record low temperatures. We've had some ice and snow and canceled school. I-10 has been pretty much shut down with all the ice. I guess it's not safe to ride on the bridges yet. This is breaking news. There's actually no school tomorrow. You're probably hearing this first. I don't know. You might even hear it on the news. But there is no school tomorrow in the Acadiana region. Still a lot of ice on the roads. You got to be careful. Driving around could be the black ice. Which they say is the whoa. This could be slippery when wet. So, yes. It's global warming, climate change. What do you think? I guess the term global warming, which has been kind of built up in the last 10 to 15 years, human CO2 population growth and climate change, what is it all about? So are the predictions now less than certain? That's what researchers say. That climate change now, we can't really predict how it's going to go. Because last year was one of the warmest years on record. There was like a 2-degree increase than 15 years ago. But now, hey, it's been friggin' cold so far in 2018. So what if we go and set some records on the other way? What's going on with weather? Is it harp? Is it harp? I don't know. Not like the harp you play in the orchestra, but the harp that controls our weather. Look it up, HAARP. Bunch of satellites up in Alaska that, can pretty much control the weather. I'm not saying that's the reason why we have all the cold. Maybe old Trumpster, he was one to get out of all the global warming accord things in the UN. So, I don't know, maybe the Trumpster's doing this to, I guess get people off of the global warming thing. Now it's climate change. So what do you think about that, Acadiana? And by the way, if you want to get in on the conversation, holler at your boy. It's Higher Thought. We're live. It's Thursday, 6 o'clock. You probably just got home from work. If you even had to go to work today. Otherwise, you've probably just been like binge watching Netflix shows and a lot of movies, a lot of TV. Probably, made you a gumbo or something, So you probably got us on in the background. Turn us up a little bit. And I say us, it's just me right now. But we tend to have, friends of the show come in from time to time. But speaking of old Trumpster, he's obviously in the news as always, getting himself in trouble with his dang tweets. Which you gotta wonder, like, does Trump really write his own tweets? And, because they're pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, y'all. But Trump called a bunch of African and Mid-Eastern countries, and I guess we can say it for the sake of fake news. He called them shitholes. And he says, why do people from these S-hole countries, come to our countries? Why do we allow them to come to our country? And, Trump, he goes back and forth on the immigration thing. But, yeah, he's just such an unruly president, right? Whether you support him or not, I guess he does speak his mind. But, yeah, is he just like a plant from the Democrats to divide the Republican Party? Who knows? Who's to say? I thought him and Hillary were friends way back in the day. And speaking of more politics stuff, let's see. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, she's going to be a guest judge, which we all know Nancy Pelosi. I think she's the head of the Democratic Party. She's going to be a guest judge this season on RuPaul's Drag Race. How about that? Yeah, so Democratic values. All right. How about Louisiana news? The state is actually proposing an 80% reduction in TOPS to try and make up for their $1 billion deficit. I tell you what, I'm not really a big fan of this one. As a student that used TOPS, and yeah, I had it pay for the majority of my college, which a lot of students are getting into this crazy student debt. I think TOPS is a great thing. It's a great motivator to high school students to want to do well because they, earn that money to go to college. So should it possibly be done a little more effectively and maybe have higher standards to get the TOPS? Yeah, maybe so, but 80% reduction, that doesn't really sound like good news. So if you're a college student, hey, we know we got a bunch of them around, and you rely on TOPS, call and tell me your thoughts on this. 366-8950. All right. Let's see what else is dominating the news nowadays. We have a lot of sexual harassment charges. This week, the most recent people that have been alleged, I suppose. We got Woody Allen, and didn't Woody Allen marry a 13-year-old or something? It's just different standards back then, I think, and I guess we're just kind of policing it all now. Aziz Ansari, I think I pronounced that correctly. He was also accused of sexual harassment as well. So, yeah, watch out, guys. This is a hot topic nowadays, and a lot of women are speaking up, and I think it is a good thing. Sexual harassment, especially in the workplace, should not be tolerated, and they have laws against that, and hopefully, people have been staying away from that. Where I think area that is an area of concern, a lot of people are doing the online dating nowadays, and hey, you might have your girlfriend or boyfriend, you met them online. But I think the people that go on these online dating sites, probably the women especially, have to deal with a lot of harassment online. So that could be another future topic coming, to where, hey, it's not just these celebrities and movie stars that are being accused of this. It's going to be everybody that, has harassed somebody even online. Because, hey, all of that stuff that you do online, it's traceable to you. It's traceable to your computer. So, whatever you do, you need to make sure that you behave. Or you got to be a good society on when you're on the interwebs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, other big news, man. it was a heartbreaker. Yeah, we all saw it on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. The New Orleans Saints, they did it again. They broke our hearts against the Minnesota Vikings. Down 17-0 at the half. The New Orleans Saints mounted a comeback behind 3 touchdown passes from Drew Brees. And they got up in the game with only a couple minutes left to go. Up 24-23, the Vikings get the ball. It looks like their season's about to be over. They've got over 50 yards to go. And then they throw a pass. The Saints tackler completely woofs. He misses him. And oh no, the Vikings go in to score on the last play of the game. And man, it was just unbelievable. It was unbelievable that the Saints were able to come back despite the, in my opinion, horrible referees in the first half that kept on, throwing flags. They pretty much helped the Vikings right on down the field, flags. I think one drive was 50 yards in one drive that they gave the Vikings. And then they wouldn't call any of those same penalties on the Vikings against the Saints. They took back one of the Saints' touchdowns in the first half. So, the Saints had to overcome that. But you got to hand it to the Saints. They did get back in the game. They should have won the game, but unfortunately, we had a woof. But just like anything in society, when you screw up nowadays, it makes for some pretty legendary GIFs. GIFs, I don't know, is that how you pronounce it, GIFs? We've seen some funny stuff. From Marcus Williams, I think his name is, where he's, kind of like missing his tackle, like where he hit the Madden hit stick too quick or something like that. So funny stuff. But yes, heartbreaking. We will not be seeing the Saints again till August. Cheers to the Saints season. It was a good season. Now the games that are left over, it's not the Saints, so I really don't care about the games anymore, I'm sure I'll probably watch just because there's nothing else better to do. But in the NFC Championship, we had the number 1 and number 2 seed, Minnesota, going against Philly. I think Philly wins in this one at home. Minnesota, had the last-ditch effort, I guess you could say, against the Saints. And it was such an emotional victory for them. I think they're tapped out, and Philly wins the game and goes to the Super Bowl. In the AFC, a surprise victory. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Steelers last week in order to advance against the New England Patriots, who have the dynasty of the NFL. How about that? So, I don't know. Personally here, I'm rooting for Jacksonville. They have Leonard Fournette, the former LSU running back, toting the rock for them. And so, why not? I'm tired of New England. They're in almost every Super Bowl. I think they've been to 7 Super Bowls, something like that, with Tom Brady. They've won 5 of them. And just, let's get a different team in there. I'd like to see Jacksonville, Philly. Because, screw you, Minnesota. We should be in that NFC Championship game. Nobody will ever forget the miracle in Minnesota. Damn it. But great game, though. Great game. Very entertaining. Let's see, to close out the news here, because we've got some lists we got to get to, some studies, this day in history, because that's kind of what we go through on the show. We're about halfway through here. Keep on getting texts. And, I guess we've had a lot of ice, and, school's getting canceled, so my phone's lighting up. Let's see. Hospitals are overwhelmed this year with flu patients. Many have died, so if you have the flu, you just shouldn't ignore it, because apparently it's been really bad. I think a lot of it is related to the flu vaccine. And a lot of the people that get flu shots just get the flu pretty bad. And knock on wood, I think the table's made of wood here. At least it is on the fake screen. But knock on wood, I haven't had the flu over the winter season. I had it back in the fall, I believe. So I think I got it out of my system. And, fortunately, I've kind of avoided, I've ducked out on all those people that, have the snivels and the coughs and the flus. Because, hey, it's pretty bad this year. But many people have, unfortunately, died due to the flu. But apparently the experts are working on a super flu shot. Okay, a super flu shot. So what about you, Acadiana? You gonna go get the super flu shot? And it's where you can get the super flu. If that doesn't kill you, I don't know what will. Oh yeah, and these medical people, I'll tell you what. The male birth control pill that is in development. How about that? Yeah, guys, you're gonna get on the pill because it's equal rights for everyone. The male birth control pill is in development, and apparently the main ingredient comes from a plant that African warriors used in poisonous arrows. Okay, so essentially, are you telling me that if I take this male birth control pill, I will have a poisonous arrow to stab things with? I don't know. I don't know. What's it all about, Acadiana? Yeah. What's up there, guy?
I'd take it.
You would take it? The male birth control pill?
Yeah, ball.
All right. Well, we've got Jacob walking in. Which how we sounding out there?
Sounds good.
Our levels are good.
Yes.
All right. Just kind of running through the news. The unfortunate events of the Saints losing. Did you partake in the game?
I actually wasn't watching, but I kept popping into places and seeing the progress, and it was like this roller coaster.
Unbelievable.
Yes, and so I went in with like 2 minutes, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's like it's gonna be okay." Yeah, and then I heard later, and I was like,
But
I'm
that's
glad I didn't
just
watch.
like the
I would've-
Saints, though, to have a yeah, the cardiac Saints. Like, I would imagine if you took everybody's blood pressure after a Saints game.
God.
Oh my
Hypertension.
goodness, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
They had a good season.
Yeah, it was
it was
a good season. But it's all rigged anyway.
It's all rigged.
It's all rigged. Which also in the news we were talking about shitholes.
Yeah, we can say that now.
Apparently, for media's sake, educational reasons.
If there's quotes around it.
If there's quotes around it, Trump said it, our president. So, the shitholes. So, I have a list.
Okay.
The 10 safest countries and the 10 most dangerous countries.
Ooh, is this for just like being out in the world, like crime rates, mortality rates?
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. There was like some overall rating, and that's kind of where Trump got his. That's where he did the whole.
Are we in either one of those lists?
No, we're not in either one. We're not in the safest or the most dangerous. So
Yeah.
I don't know where we were in the middle. I didn't really
We've
go
got
that
a big
far.
midsection.
But as far as the safest countries, how about number 10 coming in from North America, Canada?
Yeah.
All right, Canada. You can leave your doors unlocked.
Yeah.
In Canada. Singapore.
Yes. Yeah, but man, I don't know. Singapore is beautiful, but they're
I'm sure
strict.
Yeah, and I'm sure they could probably, when they see Americans, they're like,
Yeah, they're like, let's
take
frame
advantage.
them for spitting gum on the
Without a
sidewalk
doubt.
so we can beat the crap out of them.
And this is no surprise to me. The Netherlands.
Yeah.
Pretty much Sweden, New Zealand, Switzerland, Finland, Denmark, Norway, Iceland. The whole little run of the muck there. And
Is that it? Was that the 10?
Yeah, pretty
Iceland is
well.
the
And
most-
then you throw in Austria,
Oh, Austria.
which I think is near Germany, I
Yeah.
believe. So, but
Let me guess some of the most dangerous.
all right.
Mexico.
Mexico
El
was actually not
Salvador.
in the top 10.
Really?
I saw them in like a Mexican city in one of the most dangerous cities, but I didn't really take note of that one. Most dangerous countries, though, you would think.
Oh, yeah.
Who's threatening bombing everybody?
Yeah, right. Afghanistan or Pakistan or...
Well, Kim Jong.
Oh, North Korea.
North Korea
Oh.
comes in as number 10, actually, even.
Really? And so number 10 is like, it's the 10th most dangerous, or it's the most dangerous?
10th most
Okay,
dangerous. Yeah, and I guess it backs up to the most dangerous. So these are places you just really don't want to go, pretty
Yeah.
much. And I think, granted, they were the shitholes Trump was talking about. And, a
And
lot
then
of
what,
these
like
places.
Congo, Sudan.
Congo was one of them. Pakistan was number 9. Congo was number 8. A lot of these places, are these African, Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah, maybe Libya or Egypt.
Number 7, Central African Republic.
Yeah, that's the new...
It's, a lot of these places have civil wars going on.
yeah, man.
Number 6, Sudan.
Maybe Yemen?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the top 20.
Yeah.
Number 5, Somalia.
Yeah.
Number 4, Iraq.
Oh.
Oopsie, not our fault.
That, yeah.
Let's see. Number 3, South Sudan. I guess they have their own
that's
country.
it. That's the newest country.
Or maybe because of the Civil War thing. Number 2, Afghanistan.
Okay.
No surprise on that one. Thanks for making our opium, though.
Yeah. Wait, what's the number 1? Like somewhere in South or Central America?
Well, they have a lot of people, refugees.
Oh, Syria.
Syria.
Yeah.
Yep. So I gotta feel bad for those people that like don't really give a crap about war.
Yeah, I know. They're just stuck in it, man.
They're just like stuck in it, and they live in their little huts or small abodes.
Yes.
And, so it's unfortunate for them. Let's see. Big news in wrestling. Next week, they're doing the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. It's the longest running television show in TV history.
Really?
Yep.
Because it's funny, Magic the Gathering also is turning 25 years old this quarter.
Well, and Simpsons they said it was the longest running weekly television.
Yeah,
program,
yeah.
I think, but I think it's getting up in the ages to where it's the longest running show there is.
Like
I mean,
I'm
sure it's close with the Simpsons.
Simpsons is at 29 or something.
Yeah, it's pretty
there.
close. Simpsons started with 90, 89, 90, something like that.
But then you have Doctor Who. Well, I guess, but it's weekly, so it's different than.
Sure.
Because
Doctor
Who kind of maybe they'll take a year.
But for Monday Night Raw, they do 52 episodes a year.
Wow. So then it's more than the Simpsons.
Pretty
Simpsons
much,
is doing 20.
Maybe 20, 26.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, I mean, hey, you got to hand it out to them. But they got a show next week on Monday Night Raw, and it's going to be basically a bunch of the old stars.
Oh,
that are
nice.
going there.
That's cool.
And, and some of the best moments, I'm sure they'll kind of reflect
Yes.
on that. So that should be a fun thing. If speaking of which, a couple of wrestlers' birthdays today in this day in history.
Cactus Jack.
No, but that was a good one, though. Check this one. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Nice.
Exactly. And also Batista.
Oh,
who
wow.
is that guy in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, man.
And he's in a couple other movies. I think he's in one of the James Bond movies.
Yeah, he's had a successful career as
an actor. I mean, he's not quite a Rock,
Yeah.
Which John Cena actually is trying to get into all acting.
He does a lot, and he
does a lot of comedy.
That's
stuff.
the thing. He does,
and he's pretty funny. Actually.
He is, man.
He's got some charisma as far as
he was funny in that.
I think
the one with Amy. The one that now her career is in shambles.
Amy
but,
Schumer, and he's in one Daddy's
Trainwreck.
And he's in the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
and
Daddy's
Will Ferrell.
Daycare.
The Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home.
But he was in the sequel where he's like the new boyfriend or whatever.
Oh my god!
He's been in a lot of movies.
Pretty
lately.
funny.
But he hadn't really been on wrestling. He kind of makes special appearances. He's a part timer now. But I think he's trying to make him some money doing the movie thing.
Yeah, man.
Kind of planning for his career after wrestling. So let's see what a guy's hairstyle says about him.
A guy's?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And this is what a guy's hairstyle says about their personality. Well, and this is based on a study consisting of a bunch of experts in hair.
Okay.
And so, the people with the man bun.
Okay.
The longer hair, they put it up in the man bun. Apparently, these are the hipsters. They're carefree, although they kind of look contrived.
Yes.
So, okay. Now, that says a lot about the man bun. I mean, then I don't think that comes as any surprise.
It definitely does seem like an extra choice.
Well, right. It's like, okay, I have to go through the same thing as you girls. Like,
Maybe that's what
it's
it
like
is.
I have the long hair, I
women.
understand, and so I got to put it in my little male scrunchie.
Whoa.
I saw actually on Shark Tank the other day, they were trying to pitch an idea for male scrunchies.
I had the Bro-Ret, man.
Oh, really?
And I was like, whatever, I'm not going to expend any energy. Somebody's going to do it with a cool train or...
Oh, sure, with male patterns and colors and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
So they'll probably make some money off that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The buzz cut.
The buzz cut.
What would you
I
guess?
used to have that.
About a person?
Probably very organized, not organized, but like very confident and doesn't really care like about the trends. Right?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the. I hit the nail on the head. They're basically low maintenance, practical. They're no nonsense people. And they don't give a crap. They'll just put on a hat. Or,
yeah.
They don't. It's low maintenance. So let's see, bald people. Which right here, some bald statistics. 53% of 40-year-olds and higher are balding. 30%.
53%.
Yeah, how about that?
I know, is that high?
Or at least are receding hair.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, 30% by age 30.
Whoa.
And males are balding faster nowadays.
Really?
Yeah. Which I find interesting.
I wonder if that's like environmental or genetic or
or maybe all the baseball caps.
That's what my uncle thought.
Let's see, but people who are bald tend to know who they are and they own it.
Yeah, man, Jean-Luc Picard, dude.
Yeah?
Yep. In fact, we only have like 15 seconds. I'll leave you with this
quote.
Quote.
Yeah.
Where he says that somebody's like, well, why do you think that they chose you when you're bald? Like, wouldn't they have a cure for baldness? And he says, in the 24th century, they don't care.
They don't care.
Boom.
Much love, Katie. Y'all stay warm. Peace out.
I stepped on you.
Oh, it's all good, dude. I'm glad you caught it, and I wasn't paying attention to the clock.